Alright, time for part 2. We did his face last time, now it's time for the hair. So your best option as a beginner is to choose from the presets and then customize that. You can also draw it completely on your own. That's like you have to draw every single strand of hair and then choose for every section of the strand of hair where it goes. Very complicated. And you can also choose differently, like the main hair, the front, the back. All of these are separate options. For example, I'm gonna pick this one just because it already has the ears. Yeah, you have to make the ears in the hair section because they don't have a separate option for that. And that's already pretty solid if you compare it to the character. I like that. We'll just have to change the front a lot and give him a long bit around here. It's time to change all of the colors. And the shapes. You can also change how bouncy the hair is, how it reacts to wind. For example, for the ears, they will have to be a lot more wind resistant than any usual hair, because if you have wind coming and they just flop to the side entirely like hair does, that will not look good. And as you can see, the shine is still brownish, so we have to change that individually. He also has some colored bits. We'll get there later, that's a bit more complicated. Now you see all of these, each of them is an individual hair strand. So if you were to draw this yourself, like add freehand hair guides, it'll add one here, and then each of these can be mapped onto the face. You already see it's starting to get complicated. So we have this strand of hair, the one that's outlined in yellow. That's the one we're moving right now and we're rotating it. You see? And this one is a grouping of two strands. So the strands at the sides, they're two individual strands that are grouped together, but you can also customize them individually if you want to. Now if I could see if this is visible on the outside or if it's on the underlayer, I would change it to black. If I could, please. Oh, there we go. Black. If only I could rotate the character, but I don't know how to do that on a laptop. All I can do is this. So there we go. I don't want the black part to show in the top, so I would have to drag it down, if I can. If it would let me, please. Take the point and drag it inside the skull, that way it'll be invisible. But then we'll have to patch it up with other hair later, because you see this scalp right there. So how's this? I still don't understand what this does. Right now I'm just shortening all of these bits, because they're a bit too long for the character. And then I keep checking back. You can also change this green netting, which will then change where the hair is laying. Like for example, this hair right here, which goes in a curve, the netting for this hair, it goes in that exact curve. Like, all of these hairs are basically glued to their green netting. And then if you change the netting, that's how you make these points, right? The entire undersurface of the hair is sticked on there, and each of them have their own net. I don't even want to imagine what the net looks like for the ears. This is where you could potentially draw the hair texture itself. So if, for example, I do this, you see it there, right? This way you could draw something like very individual hair. And this is how you would make an individual hair strand. You just start somewhere on the net, drag it, and it would go along the net, like a brush. So that's the front for now. I still need to add the white parts If we now go to the back hair, like right here, change the setting, it will let me select these. So I'll select this one, add another material, and change it to gray. Now we have that, but I need another one, so I'll pick this one. And do the same for the other side. There. And then I'll shape them. And then he also has a part in the back that's whitish, like a few longer strands. So I'll change those too. How's that? It shows a bit through here, but we can hide that. That good? Maybe I can change the netting a bit to make it less dramatic looking. Now I need to find the same strands on the other side. That's all of the highlights in his hair for now. I'm running out of time for today. We will change the ears, the front a hoge, and adjust some of the back of the hair next time. Oh well, not next time. It will be in a few seconds for you, but for me it will be a different day. So I'm gonna cut it right here.